Maya, I heard someone say that warehouse staffing costs are where millions go to hide. What's that about?
It's true. Most organizations are overstaffing by 15 to 25% just to avoid risk, and they don't even know it. The data's trapped in spreadsheets that nobody can see until it's too late to act.
So we're talking real money leaking out, not just inefficiency?
Exactly. For a mid-sized operation, that's easily $2 to $3 million annually in excess labor costs alone.
Walk me through what this actually looks like day to day for a warehouse manager.
Picture this: every week, they're pulling data from 5 different spreadsheets, manually reconciling headcount against orders, then emailing back and forth with HR about schedule changes. By the time they have a plan, the demand forecast has already shifted.
And they're doing this across how many facilities?
Often 20, 30, sometimes 50+ locations. Each one doing it slightly differently. No central visibility, no pattern recognition across sites. When a surge hits, they're calling in overtime at premium rates because they can't see it coming.
So the inefficiency compounds as you scale. How bad does it get before someone realizes there's a better way?
Usually when a CFO asks why labor costs are up 18% but volume is only up 8%. That's the wake-up call. Here's what most people miss: this isn't actually a staffing problem. It's a data visibility problem that manifests as a staffing problem.
So you're saying if they could see the patterns, they'd naturally make better decisions?
Exactly. The data already exists: order volumes, shift patterns, productivity metrics. It's just locked in silos. Once you surface it in real time, managers immediately spot the inefficiencies themselves.
That's a totally different problem to solve than what they think they're facing.
Right. Which is why we don't start with AI or complex optimization. We start by just showing them what's actually happening today.
Okay, so what does the actual path forward look like? Where do you start?
We do this in 3 phases, and each one delivers value independently. Phase 1 is visibility. We take those existing spreadsheets and turn them into live QuickSight dashboards. No process changes, no migration headaches. Managers get real-time views across all their facilities within weeks.
So they can keep working the way they're working, but they can actually see what's happening?
Exactly. Phase 2 is where we move from spreadsheets to a proper database: Aurora or DynamoDB with structured data entry. Now you've got clean, governed data that multiple systems can use. Phase 3 is where it gets exciting. We deploy Bedrock agents that predict next week's demand, auto-generate schedule options, and flag anomalies, all with humans in the loop approving decisions.
And each phase builds on the last, but you're not stuck waiting 2 years to see results?
That's the key. Each phase pays for itself while laying groundwork for the next. You're not betting the farm on a big bang transformation.
Let's get specific. If I kick this off today, what should I expect in the first 90 days?
In 90 days, you'll have live dashboards running and managers will report spending up to 80% less time on manual reporting. They'll spot patterns they've never seen before, like which shifts consistently run lean or which facilities are chronically overstaffed.
And by the end of year 1?
Typically we see 15 to 25% reductions in excess staffing costs once the AI scheduling is live. That's real dollars back in the budget, plus better worker satisfaction because schedules are more predictable.
Okay, what's the catch? What makes this hard?
Honestly? Change management. The technology is the easy part. Getting managers to trust the AI recommendations and shift from reactive to proactive planning, that takes leadership commitment. You also need reasonably clean data to start, even if it's in spreadsheets.
So it's not a technology barrier, it's a people and process thing?
Every time. But the phased approach helps because people see quick wins and build confidence before the bigger changes hit.
Alright, someone's listening to this and thinking, I need this. What do they do Monday morning?
3 options. First, if you want to experiment yourself, grab a sample of your staffing data and upload it to QuickSight's free tier. Build a quick dashboard, you'll see the potential immediately.
That's literally something you could do in an afternoon.
Exactly. Second option, work with an AWS partner who specializes in warehouse operations. They'll help you set up the Aurora database and build the migration pipeline from your spreadsheets. Third, if you want to prototype the AI piece, spin up Bedrock agents and build a simple demand forecasting assistant that can answer questions about your staffing patterns.
So whether you're technical or not, there's an entry point that fits.
That's the idea. You don't need to commit to the full roadmap on day one. Pick the step that makes sense for where you are.
Maya, this has been incredibly practical. If you're managing warehouse staffing and you're tired of the spreadsheet scramble, you now know exactly where to start. Thanks for breaking this down.
Thanks, Jordan. The data's already there, it's time to put it to work.